It is just going live. Give me one moment. We are back in live. Thank you.
Very
It
good.
is just going live.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Brunei that council resume an open session. I will now ask our deputy clerk to call out the vote. Devon?
Thank you. Councillor Brunei,
Yes.
Councillor McPherson,
Yes.
Councillor Micklick,
Yes.
Councillor Reimer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Regima,
Yes.
Councillor Russell,
Yes.
Councillor Timmers,
Yes.
Mayor Easton.
Yes.
Thank you. That carries.
As it pertains to confidential item 8.1 pursuant to section 2392B, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees, as it pertains to confidential appendix A to item 6.3.3, I have a motion moved by Deputy Mayor Regima that we approve the citizen appointments to the Housing and Homelessness Community Partnership Advisory Council as outlined in confidential appendix A of the Legislative Services Department Report LS-06-21, and that following approval from council, make the recommended names for appointments public in the committee minutes. I will now ask our deputy clerk to call out the vote.
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Brunei,
Yes.
Councillor McPherson,
Yes.
Councillor Micklick,
Yes.
Councillor Reimer,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Regima,
Yes.
Councillor Russell,
Yes.
Councillor Timmers,
Yes.
Mayor Easton.
Yes.
Thank you. That carries, Chair.
Which takes us to item 9 on the agenda, committee remarks. Do we have any committee remarks? Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Members of council, on behalf of all of us, I want to publicly extend our condolences to our colleague, Councillor Pachariva, whose father has passed away. As many of us know, he had been ill for some time. And I think that it's fair to say that if there's anyone on council who hasn't met John Sr., that we know him through his high working standards and attitude about customer service, which I think has been presented over and over again through the expressions by Councillor Pachariva. He and his brother-in-law, Dell Gibbons, they jointly own Joe Dell Supermarkets. And I remember Mr. Pachariva because he always wore a white coat. You didn't know if he was you were in the dentist's office, in the doctor's office, in the hospital emergency department. He always wore these white coats that had just a huge amount of starch in them. And there was never, ever a mark on them. And he would be always at the end of the counter, bagging items at the speed of light, because to him, that's what the whole idea was, to get you in and out. He never stopped talking the whole time. He had all kinds of little quips, and he was quite a great businessman in regard to his example in the community. And he sponsored hundreds of youth and teams, attended, community events and sponsored things throughout the town. He really had his community very close to his heart. He was one of the sponsors of the Junior C Lincoln Blades, and really until he became more limited, he would be a very frequent visitor to the new arena. So there's no doubt that he would have been pretty proud of the Fleming Center. So on behalf of all of us, again, Councillor Pachariva, your family, and all of the Pachariva family, Teresa, his wife, we extend our condolences and wish you all the best over the next few weeks, which will be very hard. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, for those very heartfelt comments, and we share all those thoughts and share our prayers for our colleague. So There being no other committee remarks that I can see. Am I good, Devan, with that?
Yes, thank you, Chair.
All right, there being no further business, I call this meeting adjourned at 9:22 p.m.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Nate.
Night.